Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I want to talk about body shaming. I want to discuss why we should stop fat and skinny shaming people. So what is body shaming? Body shaming is the action or practice of embarrassing someone by making critical statements or mocking them based on their shape or body size. I have endured both skinny and fat shaming in a sense that I wasn't necessarily really overweight, but I put on enough weight that you can see the difference and see that I look totally different, like unrecognizable if you haven't seen me in a long time. And the thing is that body shaming can manifest in so many ways, where in which you are critical of yourself. You might say self-deprecating statements about the way you look, about the way your body is shaped, and it becomes more of an issue than it should be. Another one is whenever you are critical about someone's body or shape in front of them. So you think it's necessary to point out that, oh my gosh, you're so skinny, you need to eat more, or oh my goodness, you're getting so big, you need to lose weight, why are you so obese? Another one is being critical about someone's body or image behind their back. So you may call up a friend, guess who I saw? You should see her, she's big as a house. Or you should see her, she's so skinny, I wonder if she's eating. I wonder if her man is cheating on her, why she's so skinny. I wonder if she's sick, she doesn't look too well because she is so skinny, she looks like a matchstick. Things like that can manifest whenever it comes to body shaming. In my younger years, I've always been the skinny one, that this really skinniest person ever in the group of people that you would think that I'm walking on my hands. And it's genetics, that my dad's side of family, they're very skinny. My mom also, she reminded me that before she was even pregnant with my siblings, she was extremely skinny. But after being pregnant, you gain that pregnancy weight and stuff, so her body starts to really develop more, so she's no longer as skinny as she used to be. And sometimes age too does play a factor. Being so skinny in a country where I'm from, Jamaica, where their standard of beauty or their conventional beauty is not being too skinny and not being too fat. You have to be in the middle, but they're more critical of you when you're extremely skinny for some reason, I don't know. And I used to be teased a lot in school. I always used to hear the statement, you're a pretty girl, but you're too skinny. So every single time someone would give me a compliment, I'm always waiting and anticipating that backhanded compliment of me being too skinny. So you're a pretty girl, but it always resonates with me. It's like, come on, say it, just get it off of your chest, because you just have to point out how skinny I am. I can look into the mirror and see that I'm skinny. There's nothing that I can do about it. I can eat 3 times as much as you can eat and I won't gain a single pound. I'm not responsible for the way I look. If I was petite, I think that the bullying would not be so severe, but because I was extremely tall, imagine me 5'8", for example, being 115 pounds. That's extremely skinny. But it's not like I'm deprived of food. That's one thing I was not deprived of growing up. I wasn't deprived of school, books, and food, okay? In school, the girls, they used to make fun of me, I remember. And it's not like poor you. I'm just trying to make a reference about why and how disgusting this is. I remember gym class was the worst. You wear a version of your school uniform, which is shorter, so my legs would be in the skirt like this. And the girls, they used to stand out, the ones that totally hated me, they used to stand out of the bathroom waiting for me to come out just so that they can laugh. So I had to mentally brace myself for what I'm going to walk into. By the time I walk outside, it's laughing and gallivanting and behaving as if, oh, it's just so bad, like, oh, whatever. If I wasn't strong enough, I could have hurt myself, but I had to hold my head high because my body was the least of my concerns, because I was going through other stuff that I didn't care to take on that burden, because I just didn't have the mental capacity for anything more, because I had to grow up way too early, in the sense that a child should not be involved in adult business, and that really messed with me so much that I could not take on body issues as well. So I just had to learn how to maneuver that. I had to learn how to accept myself for who I am. But before that though, I used to say, I wish I was in America because I would have been accepted for who I am, even though somebody else is getting shit on. It's just terrible. So everywhere you go, it's always something. It's always a conventional beauty standard. Every single where you go. Everybody is not meant to look the same. Everybody is not meant to have the same physique. If I am happy in my skin, let me be. It's fine. I wanted to gain weight so you could stop. I started because I hated myself, but I just tired of you pointing it out. I used to ask my mom, can you get the doctor, because she used to work for the local hospital. I said, could you get the doctor to prescribe something for me so that I can be, but I realized that it's in my bloodline. It's genetics. There's just nothing that you can do. Your body will develop, and just learn how to love yourself. They will point out how my knees were big. Some of the names that I would get is, I look like Olive Oil from Popeyes. I cannot watch that cartoon ever. It annoys the crap out of me, okay? I hate that cartoon so much. I was compared to her. I was compared to a matchstick, a string bean, a broomstick, Pinocchio too, because of my nose. I'm like, it's just always something. Pinocchio, soup bone. I'm like, how you call somebody soup bone? But yes, those were the names that really were placed on me. Going on the side of being thick too is like, you can't be too thick. You have to be in the middle. So they will find names and stuff to bully you about being on the thicker side too, where I'm from. And even here, I went back home, and you know, being chubby, the belly girl, all the weight would be in my belly. And my father's side of people, we ain't, see, going back to body shaming again, but the standard of beauty is not us. We carry the weight up top, so we are not proportionate. So all the weight will be up in my shoulders and my belly. So my belly was huge, legs were like this. I went back home and everyone was like, oh my gosh, you gained so much weight. Oh my gosh, you're so fat. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. You're big as a house. You look like a big old barrel. And I laughed to myself. I said to myself, first it was, I'm too skinny. Now I am too fat. So you know what? Screw you. Screw you, because it's always gonna be an issue. It's always gonna be an issue, I tell you that. Like, even if I'm the right shape for them, they will still find a reason. Oh, your ass is so flat. Oh, your titties are too big. Oh, your titties are too small. Oh, you're this, you're that. You have too much scars. They're always gonna find something to complain about. So just love yourself. So I said, no one is gonna define and tell me what beauty means to me. I define that. If I'm comfortable in my skin, no matter what, I define that. So being here and eating really badly, I gained so much weight that I looked into the mirror and I did not recognize myself. It reached a point where I was walking and I used to have to stand and catch my breath. I couldn't walk up the stairs without being extremely tired. My clothes were starting not to fit, and I said to myself, I'm tired of buying new clothes, changing my wardrobe. I need to get my crap together. No one forced me into it. It's just because I looked in the mirror. I let people tell me what I should look like, and I don't want anyone to have control over that. I stand in front of the mirror and said, if I want to be 120 pounds, it should not be an issue. I can decide how I want to look. If I don't look right to you in clothing or in clothes, that's your business. And I will find somebody too that will love me for me. And I will move on to that too, about body shaming too when it comes to relationships. So I started to exercise and then going at it. And then I lost the weight that I was supposed to lose. I achieved my goal weight and then some, and posted pictures and stuff, getting critique again that I'm too skinny. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear it. And even if you're a friend of mine, I'm just gonna just cut you off because it's just getting disgusting and I did not ask for your opinion. I like what I see. My partner likes what he sees. There's no issue here. It's your issue. Keep it to yourself. That just proves to me, which I already know, that people are always gonna talk, like, no matter big, no matter how skinny you are, if you are comfortable in your skin, just love yourself. Self-love is the most important thing when it comes to tackling and maneuvering body shaming. Once you're happy with yourself, and if you're even working on whatever you want to look like, just do it for you and just take your time and give yourself grace. It's okay. If you're dating someone, they're constantly making jabs about the way you look, it's time to walk away, honey. That person is not for you. And you know what I detest? I detest when a person meet you where you act, and then further on in the relationship, they try try to throw jabs at you. You didn't know that from the initial state not to talk to me? Did you just choose me to pick on me to let yourself feel better? You just want to find someone to beat down on? So yes, I had a partner, very first boyfriend as a matter of fact, that told me I was the first skinny girl he's ever dated. Like, how is this relevant? How is this relevant? Like, I'm the first. So just to say, he ain't in the picture anymore. He ain't in the picture. Yes, go find you what you're looking for and leave me the heck alone. So if you are dating and that person keeps on jabbing at you, knowing that's the way you look, even if your body changes or alters, it's not supposed to be about the physicality. It's supposed to be what's in here. It's supposed to be what's here, right? It's not about the way I look, because looks definitely decreases, right? It deteriorates over time. So it's supposed to be my inner beauty, not my outer beauty. We should stop body shaming because it can lead to many disorders, can lead to mental illnesses. You can be depressed, anxiety, you can self-harm, you can have borderline personality, you can just be so depressed that you don't want to even get out of bed because society is always beating up on you, crying a lot, you're just in a bad space. So just before you try to bully someone about the way they look or shame them, just think about that you can be messing with the person mentally. You would not want yourself or the ones you love to go through that. Keep your opinions to yourself. It's that easy. We focus on outer appearances way more than we focus on the inner appearance. So let's just take our focus from the way we look onto the way we are and how we treat people. So I would say if you're suffering from societal standard of beauty, just learn how to love yourself more. Self-love is everything, and one thing you can most definitely do is stand up for yourself. If you feel like you need to say something, say something. If somebody say you're too thick or they say you're too skinny, all you have to do is say, I like the way I look. I love the way I look. That's it. Say it with your chest held high. I love the way I look. And that's what I had to tell myself, the younger me growing up, to just say, you know what, I love the way I look. University is when I actually started to really love my body, even though it made them so mad, like so mad that I love the way I look. But I used to rock it like, yep, I was skinny, belly flat, on the flat honey, belly flat honey. I liked it. No butt, don't care. Small booty needs love too. I would never let anyone define my standard of beauty. My standard of beauty starts with me. The other day I was on social media and Lizzo came on and she was crying about people body shaming her, which is ridiculous. I mean, if she's comfortable in the body that she's in, why is such an issue to you? You should not even be focusing on her weight. The music is what you're supposed to focus on. I just don't understand people and this whole standard of how you should look whenever you are a performer or an entertainer. The girl is amazing. She's super talented and she's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous to look at. Lizzo, for me, my best look for Lizzo is when she pulls her hair back up in a ponytail. Like, that's her signature look. She looks super beautiful. I don't even know why people hate Lizzo. Lizzo is a really nice person. She doesn't bother anybody. So what if she wants to shake a little butt? Like, who gives a shit? If it was somebody in your standard of beauty, the conventional standard of beauty, which now is for some reason big butts. So now it's like you have to have a butt now to be beautiful, to be approachable. You have to have this big ghetto booty. Not everybody wants a big butt. I mean, big butts are nice though. And who cares if you alter your body? You like what you like. It's your body. But because she's on the thicker side and you just want somebody to prey on, you have an issue with Lizzo. It's supposed to be about her music, not the way she looks. And that's why I always focus on education, honey, because one thing you can say, even if you say a bitch is bad in shape, one thing you can say is that I'm not educated, okay? So I always focus on my education because those that bullied me, while they were bullying me in school, I was busy reading, honey. I was busy reading. So your best revenge most definitely is success. Like, I don't even look at that. So you can over there degrading and humiliating me about the way I look, but the girl is over here doing the damn thing, okay? She's getting the degrees. She's getting the papers. You're bullying Lizzo. Lizzo is rich as hell. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, okay? Because the girl over here is laying in cheddars, honey. The girl is rich as hell, and you're focusing on how the person looks. My dad, for example, me, his soul rest in peace. I love my dad so much. People used to talk about how he dresses and how sometimes my dad will wear 2 different socks, honey. He will wear his pants up to his neck, okay? Like Steve Urkel. He doesn't give a rat hyenas about the way he looks. When you ask him, Dad, why are you wearing 2 pairs of socks? Like, socks are the least of my concern. And it's true, like, you're worrying about some stuff that is so superficial, while my mind is way ahead of yours, richer than you. I have more education than you. Not saying all those things define a person, but I'm saying you're wasting your time on the wrong things that you should not be focusing on. Why the person is being so successful, that's what you should be looking at. That's what you should be embracing. Let me embrace her for being a hard worker. Let me embrace her for being a go-getter. I would just leave this by saying, just be comfortable with yourself. Just love yourself. Don't let anybody define your standard of beauty. You define that. Whatever makes you feel beautiful, whatever makes you feel happy, just do that. And just stay away from naysayers. They ain't paying your bills anyways, honey. You have your own car key. You have your own house key. You sleep in your own bed. Who cares what the naysayers say? So I rest my case. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave a like on this video and comment down below. I will see you in my next one. Bye.